Hello. So today I'm going to talk about the books that I'm going to not the books, the series I'm going to try to read in the next year. So I've got a lot of books, as you know, to read, and so I've been struggling the last few months to read and to enjoy the books I'm reading. So I want to change something in my life, and one thing I'm going to change is because I know I have that palette cleansers books that I usually read, and usually I don't read that much series, trilogies and so on. Don't know why, it's something to do with me. Some authors that I enjoy, I keep delaying them for some reason, which I don't know why as well. So these next year, I'm going to read at least 4 to 5 of these series. So let's dive in. The first one I'm going to read or finish, and this is top priority, it's the Road of Patriarch series, which is the third book in the R.L. Salvatore. And next I'm going to read and this is I'm going to read this month, this year, and the next year I'm going to read at least start War of the Spider Queen, which is a 6-book series that follows this book, and Ritz and so on. Not Ritz, but Dark Elves and so on. Other books I'm going to read, I keep delaying them, and this year I didn't read much, was the Arkham Horror stuff that I've got. I've got like 8, I think. These 2, plus these 2. And so 8 books to read. Usually I enjoy these books, so I don't know why I keep reading them, keep from reading them, but that's something that I'm going to try to change. Now, let's the next book series that I'm going to read, it's now going to fantasy stuff. So one of the authors I have been keeping delaying reading is grimdark stuff, which is Michael R. Fletcher. So my goal is to read at least one of his series. So you've got here the first series is Smoke and Stone, Hash and Bones, very good covers, and finally it's Sin and Sorrow. This is one of the series. The other one is going to be Blackstone Art, She Dreams of Blood, in Blood, and finally An End to Sorrow. To be honest, I'm most interested in the series, but who knows? One of the things I want to ask is, if you read something of this, please tell me which one would be better for me. Try to think that I'm a person that doesn't read that much series, so I want something fast paced and so on. So the next series I'm going to try to read is, and I enjoyed another book of hers, so it's going to be Morgenstern, The Wolf and the She-Bear, which is the first book. The Heralds, She Heralds the End, The Spider and the Scribe, She Courts the Darkness, and finally She Topples Giants. Very big book. And Morgenstern writes in a way I really enjoyed. Well, the only book I read for her I really enjoyed, so I don't know if everything she writes is like that. If so, again, if you know, please let me know if it's fast or dark, something like that. It's a good beginner stuff. Another series that I'm interested of reading, but probably not my priority, is Jacob Sanak's series, because I really enjoy the covers. Not because I know anything about the story, but the covers are very beautiful. Please. So you're calling the Devilizing, Devi Singh, yeah, Devi Singh, Dark Oak, Age of Dryad. Very beautiful books. But this is more on back burner. Now, books that I'm going to start reading, I have no doubt about it. Let's see if I can read one already this year. It's going to be Jack Campbell's series, the Beyond the Frontier, The Lost Fleet. It follows the first 6 books. The Lost Fleet, Dreadnought, Invincible, Guardian, Steadfast, and Leviathan. And this one I am going 100% without any doubts to read. Another one that I'm going to start, and this one I think I'm going to start. It's going to, but I don't know where. I'm going to show you the 3 first novels, which is F. Paul Wilson, The Keep, okay, The Touch, and Reborn. I've got all of his novels, so I don't know where I'm going to start, but I think the first one is going to be The Keep. Even if I don't continue with that path, that's one. The other one is going to be Brian Lumley. I have got all of his books again. Looks something I really would enjoy it. So I don't know if I'm going to start with a series or a solo novel. So if it's going to solo, it's going to be Demogorgon. If it's going to be a series, it's going to be Necroscope. Okay. I have all of his books, so let's see. Now, in terms of sci-fi, I'm really interested in starting to read Ben Bova. Powerstat, Privateers, and The Empire Filters. This is the first 3 on the series that he's got. Well, he had. He passed away a couple of years ago. There are like 25 books in the series. I've got all of them, so let's see if I enjoy. Now, in terms of fantasy, again, at least 2 authors I'm going to read. Now I'm choosing 2 more. I don't know which ones, so let me show you my ideas. My ideas is going to be Rob G.A.'s 5-book series, Along the Razor Edge, very beautiful covers. The Lessons Never Learn, From Cold Ashes Risen, Sins of the Mother, and Dead Beating Heart, which is, I really enjoy the covers. So, and to be honest, if I would start by the covers, would be this series. So who knows? Next one is going to be the famous Joe Abercrombie, Blade itself, Before They Are Hanged, and Last Argument of Kings. I've read a lot of good things of him. He's got nice characters. I seldom see someone saying bad thing about this, unless they think it's too violent, but that's not a problem for me. So this is a top contender as well. Another one, because of the shorts format books, is going to be Peter McLean, Priests of Bone, Priests of Lie, Priests of Gallows, and Priests of Crown. Every book here has around 300 pages or so, 350 pages, chapters, 50 chapters for book, so very fast paced and so on. So let's see. There are 4 more. We Are the Dead by Mike Shackle, also fast paced, as I've heard, a bit different. Grimdark, 54 chapters, A Fool's Hope, and the last, Until the Last. This Until the Last is a very big book, 700 pages, but at least it has 100 something chapters. So the last two I'm going to show is going to be James Amour, The Last Sacrifice, Gates of Death, and Fallen Gods. I've not heard a lot of this, but it looks like kind of Lovecraftian or stuff mixed with fantasy. The series is called The Tides of War. They look very nice, the books. I know that he passed away recently, so it's an incentive to read it. Another one is going to be Peter Newman. I've got two of his trilogies. Well, he has two only, but I've got two of the trilogies, but this one is the first one, so probably know if they are connected in some way. But this is the first trilogy, which is the Vagrant, the Seven, and the Malice. Again, I've heard good things, but some people really didn't enjoy the book, how it was written, but who knows. And the last author I'm going to show you, which is author, I have got all of his books. He has like 50 books or so. No, not 50, but around 30 books. And I've got all of his books, but I've never read anything. Okay, I read one thing and I really enjoyed, which is K.J. Parker. And K.J. Parker is an author that all of his novels seem nice in the paper. I mean, okay, well, in the synopsis and so on, but I've not read that much. People really enjoy it, but I'm going to try to read probably first, not a series, but like a novella stuff that I've got. For example, The Big Score, The Long Game, and so on. I've got a lot of his short stories and novellas, and I've read that he excels in them, so maybe I'm going to start there. So these are my top priorities. Series, not individual novels, this series. This is something I'm going to try to change, because last season, okay, till now, it's October, I started and finished only 2 series, not counting Warhammer stuff, that's another topic, because I never had problems reading trilogies or series. The problem is fantasy and so on, and the thing I don't want is to have like 3, 4, 5, 6 series reading at the same time. So if you have read anything of this, please let me know what you think. If it's fast, if it's good for a newcomer to series, if it's probably for example, I know that I shouldn't start with R. Scott Baker, for example, or because it's too much, or Stephen Erickson and so on. But so if you have any other suggestions, please let me know. I've got like 5,000 books, but probably I've got that series. So that's it for me. Thank you all for listening, and please tell me what you suggest. Probably in December or not, I'm going to decide which ones I'm going to start reading. Thank you. Have a nice day.